And is at 18.37 to the dollar, and the JSE is up just over 2% at 44,630 points. So a good day on the JSE. The rand, sadly, unfortunately, not looking great at the moment. 18.37 to the US dollar. Meanwhile, following the announcement of the lockdown by the president, all major industries of the economy have been affected, including mining. However, a decision was taken to scale down significantly mining operations, particularly deep-level mining, which is labor-intensive. It was also agreed that mines supplying coal to Eskom will remain in operation, however, at reduced production levels. But with the COVID-19 virus intensifying, so is the uncertainty for more than 3,000 former Optimum employees. They lost their jobs after the closure of the formerly Gupta-owned mines. The workers had been hoping another company would come to their rescue by acquiring the mine.
As we are now facing the crisis of a lockdown that we are facing, it's going to be worse because you still have got these people that to Optimum employees, this thing of a lockdown is not a new thing, because they have been on lockdown for the past 2 years. And we feel that the government should have done something to try and pressurize whoever needs to make sure that this process come to finality. I mean, the mining rights are being given by the Department of Energy, which I think the Department of Energy should have made sure that this mine is operational.
So we are appealing to Eskom to come to the party and please come to the feelings of the workers, because the workers, as we speak, most of us, our kids cannot go to school. Our houses have been repossessed, and remember, as an employee, you qualify for a medical aid. Most of the people have lost their lives because they were on chronic, and most of them they couldn't be assisted at the provincial hospital, because our provincial hospital system is failing, cannot even assist our elderly people. So with workers, we are at a point whereby we got nothing to eat. We are begging from our neighbors, from our relatives.
We are suffering. We can't even do nothing. So our sisters and our brothers, which are working, they are working there. So at this moment, right now, we are. I can't even say anything, but this thing of Optimum is been so long time, because the government should be intervening on this. So now there is some crisis of coronavirus. We are still gonna suffer more on this virus.
Well, it's certainly tough times for informal traders on the streets of Lusikisiki in the Eastern Cape. After nearly 1 week of the COVID-19 lockdown, they are solely dependent on daily trading to feed their families.
The lockdown is especially difficult for those who live hand to mouth. Their only hope lies in assistance from government.
As traders on the streets, we have kids that are dependent on what we are doing. It was better when the schools were still operating because they could get food from the feeding school program. We are not sure how we are going to provide food for our children. The lockdown is killing us. We need social relief.
Foot traffic and potential buyers have dropped off significantly since lockdown kicked in. These traders believe the poor should be prioritized.
How are we going to survive for this period of 21 days? Government must also consider us, because we also support the government all the time. We vote when it is time to vote. Now our government is not clear as to how are we going to survive.
For those surviving by recycling discarded materials, staying at home under lockdown is not an option.
I have 20 kids in my room. My question is, how am I going to eat if I don't go out and collect card boxes for recycling? I need answers from the government. Or are you going to give me money?
Social Development says social relief will be rolled out. However, processes need to be followed.
We understand the hardship facing our people during this time. We are working then with the councillors and the local municipalities in ensuring that people that are in distress are submitting their name so that they can be scrutinized in the Department of Social Development and SASA. And we are appealing then to our people that they must submit. But the fact that your name has been submitted does not mean that you are going to get a social relief of distress. There is a process that is going to be followed.
Many of the unemployed who do not qualify for social grants are now solely dependent on handouts from neighbors. Kululeko Nyembezi, SABC News, Eastern Cape.